I have a feeling there are a few more White fans here, so please make some noise for duckload-ra. And we have MC spawning on the right-hand side of Metalopolis as the red Protoss, and the Beast from the east playing on the west side of this map as the blue Protoss.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still pretty speechless from that game before. I mean, I must admit, PvP isn't one of those games that I really go out of my way to watch, but duckload-ra made that really, really fun.
Indeed, and I can't believe he managed to take a game from MC. MC is so good, 2 times GSL champion, and having just beaten duckload-ra 3-0, he must have been feeling so confident coming into this final. You know, smashed every player in this tournament apart from that one game with Morrow, but still, having beaten him 3-0 last weekend, unbelievable. But duckload-ra, not being faded at all by that, keeps his strength, keeps his composure, and manages to take the first game.
Papa Toss is on a roll, it must be said.
Papa Toss. And we'll have to see how both players do come into the second game, if their mindset does change a little bit. And MC a little bit faster with the probe, just slightly ahead of Gateway. Is going to be going down on 12 for MC, and most likely 12 also for duckload-ra here.
13 for duckload-ra. So he's sacrificing the little time on the Gateway, but it's okay.
And we do see the probe moving out here, and also equally for MC. And duckload-ra, wow, how do you think he's feeling right now? I mean, being in a situation like this, obviously you've played in many finals before, going 1-0 up against a player that you probably are the underdog against, and going 1-0 up in a best of 5?
He's going to feel pretty good right now. I mean, he didn't win because he cheesed or anything. He won pretty legitimately. Like, it was, you could say it was kind of lucky that probe getting that second pylon down with 1 health remaining, which, yeah, it was a little bit, but still, it was a real ballsy move that paid off. And yeah, he made the 4-gate, MC didn't. He was in an advantage, or he had an advantage from that point on. And MC, he really didn't realize that 1 probe getting through was going to cause him that much trouble.
He probably thought, oh, scatter probe, it's okay. No, it wasn't.
Certainly not.
And duckload-ra here does have the cybernetics core down at 250. And a little bit of probe harassment by MC here is going to scout down. The second gate has been put down for duckload-ra. Opting not to go for a Zealot, actually. He's just going to wait and get that Stalker out ASAP. And on the other hand, we do have the Zealot being warped in, sorry, being created by MC over here.
And MC is actually going for this second assimilator, which it means that he's not really going to 4-gate, you know, no pressure really being made. And the reason being, this map, you can't really get up the cliff so well. You only have 1 entrance into your base, and you can block it off with a force field. If you're sat outside your opponent's base with 4-gate, you might have a bigger army, but the way that sentries work, it doesn't matter if you have a bigger army, if he can just divide it into 2 parts. And if he's tech into Colossus while you're sat outside, well, you're
gonna be in trouble.
Pretty fucked.
And well, MC, I mean, he's got to be super careful to, like, be aware of how duckload-ra's gonna play. Has to be super careful. Are there any probes, any pylons outside of my base? And we do have 1 hidden probe up here by MC.
Wow. And, both are actually making robo bays, or robotics facilities. Okay. Unusual play by both of them. I mean, this isn't or at least for this map it is standard, I guess, but PvP, it's one of those things that really confuses me.
So we do have the robotics facility coming out, probably most likely going for an observer first, and the probe is moving down here, and it looks like it is going to be intercepted by this Stalker, as it does move around to scout for any probe.
And it finds it straight away. That's actually pretty big.
Intelligent man.
Every unit in a mirror matters more than any other matchup.
And here we do have the Observer being created by MC, adding a third gateway here. And over at duckload-ra's base, we just have the robotics facility finished up now. Observer first off also, and we do have the 3rd gateway being added on. So basically kind of equal build so far, a little deviant, but we do have 3-gate robo for each of them.
Yeah, they're both going to end up with the same thing, just they went very, very different ways about getting there.
And we do have control of the Xelanoga towers, both for for duckload-ra, sorry. Does have complete map control, will see anything moving up from any of these lanes, either side, and is quite in a safe position, knows there's no pylons or probes around the 2nd, 3rd of his base. And now we do see an Immortal in production for MC, not quite yet for duckload-ra there. Is he waiting for something, maybe?
duckload-ra's actually ahead by 4 probes. And at this stage in the game, that's actually quite a lot. He's getting roughly 40 minerals extra per minute, which may not sound like a lot. And we do have some observer wars in the middle with some stalkers chasing about. But MC is walking out with his main army, and he is going to have to kill that probe.
Yeah, he's going to kill the probe, and duckload-ra loses control of the Zalnoga Tower, but does actually decide to put down a Nexus. Many people argue that if you go for a Nexus, you are in a lot of danger, especially facing up against MC. And he's even going for the Robotics Bay at the same time. And there is a huge window here for MC to do a lot of damage. Is he going to hit it though? Because he doesn't really have an aggressive observer out there. Doesn't know too much about anything. And duckload-ra is observer hunting to try and get rid of that.
This could be really... Whoever gets the first hit will win. And that will be MC. So duckload-ra actually has to run away as fast as possible.
We do have the Twilight Cancel also being put down for MC. An aggressive placement with these Stalkers. Moving around to see if he can do anything, but the longer MC waits for this, the harder it's going to get for him as the Robotics Bay is nearing completion. And I'm sure... Oh, actually, he's got an Immortal just in case. And that's at 70% now. And now, actually, he's got to be super careful not to lose that Observer.
He runs it back in. That was a bit of an error by duckload-ra.
And MC's going to move in and see everything now. Sees the Robotics Bay and doesn't see the expansion though, but will be looking to put on a lot of aggression soon. Blink is now being researched in the base of MC. A very tense tiptoe game so far.
And duckload-ra, I mean, MC is actually going for Blink now. Blink Stalker build. No expand. He's seen duckload-ra's expand. He's got a probe by his natural. But if he does go for an expand, he's going to be way behind.
Indeed, he needs to do something before. Observer snipe from duckload-ra, very nice play. And now we do have, he cancels the Immortal actually. And he did Chrono Boost and then cancel it. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not. If he is saving up for to get a Colossus out would probably be the best way for him to do so.
We actually see MC moving out of his base now.
So a Colossus is being Chrono Boosted out, but MC is on his way to duckload-ra's base. There is no expansion. This is it for MC, and duckload-ra sees exactly what is going on. Can he get his Colossus out in time? That is going to be so key in defending against this.
It's really pivotal. duckload-ra's actually pulled ahead on supply right now, which is really, really big. They both have pretty similar armies, except duckload-ra can back us up a lot more. 79 supply for duckload-ra now. He's actually ahead in supply, but he doesn't have Blink, which is going to be really, really huge. Once that Colossus is out, though, it needs to drop ASAP for MC, otherwise MC is in a world of bother. And the Colossus does start walking out.
Colossus now, but like you said, duckload-ra has to be so careful with this Colossus to try and keep it alive as long as possible, maximize the damage. Every second that goes by, duckload-ra is getting a bigger advantage, but oh my god, he's going to blink into the base. No, the observer of duckload-ra does see it and moves into a decent position. Oh my god, this is so tense right now. Another Immortal is being Chrono Boosted out.
Look how careful duckload-ra's being. He's being so careful. He's not producing probes at all. All his resources are going unused. And he does blink into the base. He's focusing the robo facility.
Oh my god.
What a smart move. He takes it down. No more Colossus coming out for duckload-ra. That was huge.
Really big hit there by MC. And at the same time, it looks like MC is going to go in. And he force fills the ramp. Oh my god, the Observer sees the Immortal and tucks that down. Really, we have to see some amazing Blink Micro here.
And there is some good Blink Micro going on. But his army is actually 10 supply behind. duckload-ra is doing so well. This Colossus is doing a lot of damage. 3 kills so far, and 3 kills against Protoss units. That's a lot. duckload-ra is still ahead. MC is microing as much as he can. He is going for the Colossus now. The Colossus does die, but MC is losing absolutely everything right now.
duckload-ra
is looking
so
like a
many
monster.
units.
It's 2-0 for duckload-ra.
2-0. Oh my god.